Which Azure service allows users to access multiple applications with a single set of login credentials? A. Azure Multifactor Authentication. B. Azure Single Sign-On. C. Azure Key Vault. D. Azure Active Directory. The correct answer is B. Azure Single Sign-On. Azure Single Sign-On (SSO) allows users to access multiple applications with a single set of login credentials. Azure Multi-Factor Authentication adds an extra layer of security. Azure Key Vault is for managing secrets, and Azure Active Directory is the underlying directory service. What is the primary benefit of using multi-factor authentication (MFA) in Azure? It simplifies the login process by reducing the number of passwords. B. It provides a single sign-on experience for multiple applications. C. It enhances security by requiring 2 or more verification methods. It stores and manages application secrets securely. The correct answer is C. It enhances security by requiring 2 or more verification methods. Multi-factor authentication (MFA) enhances security by requiring 2 or more verification methods. It does not simplify the login process or provide single sign-on, and it is not used for storing secrets. In a scenario where a company wants to eliminate the use of passwords, which Azure authentication method should they consider? A. Azure Single Sign-On. B. Azure Multi-Factor Authentication. C. Passwordless Authentication. D. Azure Key Vault. The correct answer is C. Passwordless Authentication. Passwordless authentication allows users to authenticate without using passwords, enhancing security and user experience. Azure Single Sign-On and Multi-Factor Authentication do not eliminate passwords, and Azure Key Vault is not related to authentication methods. A company wants to implement an authentication method that requires users to verify their identity using a mobile app or a hardware token. Which method should they choose? A. Single sign-on. B. Passwordless authentication. C. Multi-factor authentication. D. Azure Active Directory. The correct answer is C. Multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication (MFA) requires users to verify their identity using additional methods such as a mobile app or hardware token. Single sign-on and passwordless authentication do not specifically require these methods, and Azure Active Directory is the underlying directory service. Which of the following is not a benefit of using single sign-on (SSO) in Azure? A. Reduced password fatigue for users. B. Enhanced security through multiple verification methods. Improved user productivity. D. Simplified management of user accounts. The correct answer is B. Enhanced security through multiple verification methods. Single sign-on (SSO) reduces password fatigue, improves user productivity, and simplifies management of user accounts. However, it does not enhance security through multiple verification methods. That is a benefit of multi-factor authentication. A company is concerned about unauthorized access to their Azure resources. Which combination of authentication methods would provide the highest level of security? A. Single sign-on and passwordless authentication. B. Multi-factor authentication and single sign-on. C. Passwordless authentication and Azure Key Vault. D. Multi-factor authentication and passwordless authentication. The correct answer is D. Multi-factor authentication and passwordless authentication. Combining multi-factor authentication, MFA, and passwordless authentication provides the highest level of security by requiring multiple verification methods and eliminating the use of passwords. Single sign-on and Azure Key Vault do not provide the same level of security.